Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Morrison. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because...
Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Getting some heat. At the 35, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give to the fullback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They're going back to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads. On
second down, wants to throw it. He's got it, and and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Marshall. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And that ball is picked off. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little.
Oh, look out, there he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Kansas offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 21, Kansas 0.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play.
Get set, get set.
Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
After the big first down sack, It's second down. The give to the fullback. Keeps the legs moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
This is a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Orji. Looking deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Wolverines. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
On to attempt the try. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 4 over UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Gonna run it. It's Morrison. Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will put total weather to crank us up. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Why did they find these officials? My son's high school guy?
The offense set for a first down play. On the move, it's Morrison. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Dave, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's got an open man. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And the Jayhawks are flying down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Flip it, flip it. Lazy, lazy.
Looking for a crease. It's Stewart. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. After run, now throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Coming after it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll try the left side. Runs through the tackle. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolverines will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the dance.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Marshall. He slings it deep to the left. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw defense, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get to him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
He's got great speed, really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback on the keeper. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Orji. Gets rid of it. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Wolverines are on the move. Right back to the well. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Number 9, with the grab and the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know of it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the middle. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Trying play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to pass, it's Orji. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Release to the back. Pulls it in. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also...
He's going for a big play downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all